In life, we all crave love, connection, and the comforting presence of others. But something unexpected happens after the age of 70. People begin to drift away, slowly at first, then noticeably. Even those we thought would never leave us, our friends, our family, even our own children. If you've ever sat by the window waiting for someone who never came, or picked up the phone hoping for a call that never rang, you're not alone. Today, we will gently uncover the 6 reasons why people leave you after 70, and more importantly, what you can do to stop it. This isn't about blame. It's about truth, healing, and reclaiming the respect and love you deserve. 1. You've become emotionally unavailable without realizing it. After a certain age, many seniors unintentionally start closing off emotionally. Maybe it's because of repeated disappointments, the death of close friends, or even just exhaustion from life's long journey. You begin to withdraw. Conversations become one-sided, laughter fades. And without knowing it, you stop asking about others, you stop really listening. Your children visit less often, and when they do, the spark isn't there. You may think they've changed, but perhaps so have you. Take the story of Najib, a 74-year-old widower in Oman, once surrounded by family. He slowly grew quiet after his wife passed. He stopped expressing joy, never asked how his grandchildren were doing in school, and slowly, his home fell into silence. He thought his family abandoned him, but in truth, he abandoned the emotional connection first. How to stop it? Reconnect with curiosity, ask questions. Show interest in your loved ones' lives, even if their world feels different from yours. Say I'm proud of you, give a compliment. Send a short message just to say, I miss you. Openness is not about youth, it's about willingness. 2. You're seen as a burden, not because you are one, but because you act like one. This is a painful truth. Sometimes the people around you start treating you like a burden, not because they don't love you, but because you've stopped trying to participate in life. You expect others to entertain you, make you happy, and fulfill your emotional needs, without offering joy or support in return. Zara, a 76-year-old mother of 4, had this habit. Every phone call began with complaints. You never visit. I'm always in pain. No one cares about me. Her children loved her, but each interaction drained them emotionally. Eventually, the calls became fewer. Visits shorter. How to stop it? Flip the script. Start sharing hope instead of heaviness. Talk about a good memory, a positive update, or even a funny story from your youth. Offer light, and people will naturally draw closer. Support goes both ways, even in old age. 3. You're not updating yourself. You're staying stuck in a world that's gone. The world moves forward. New technology, new music, new ways of life. But many seniors stay frozen in a time they once loved, refusing to adapt. You don't need to become a tech wizard or start using TikTok, but staying mentally fresh is key to staying connected. When your grandchildren talk about their favorite games or careers, do you listen with interest or dismiss it as nonsense? When your children mention their fast-paced lives, do you offer encouragement or judgment? Hassan, age 78, learned how to use WhatsApp just to send daily good morning messages to his children and grandkids. They loved it. They sent pictures back. He became a part of their day because he tried. How to stop it? Be curious. Learn something new, even something small. Ask for help using a smartphone. Watch a movie your grandkids enjoy. Stay mentally and emotionally current. It sends a powerful message. I still care. I still belong. 4. You're giving love with conditions, not with grace. One of the most misunderstood reasons people pull away is because they feel judged or manipulated by love that comes with strings attached. Statements like, I sacrificed my life for you, and this is how you repay me, can push people further away. Love must be given freely, especially in old age. The past is sacred, yes? But using it as emotional leverage breeds guilt, not love. Salma, 71, would often remind her son how much she gave up for him. She meant well, but over time, he felt like he could never repay her. Eventually, he started visiting less. Her love felt more like a debt than a gift. How to stop it? Give love like sunshine, warm, free, and without expectation. Replace guilt with gratitude. Instead of saying, I did so much for you, try saying, I'm so proud of who you've become. It changes everything. 5. You've forgotten how to laugh, and it's pushing people away. Laughter is one of the most powerful connectors in human life. But many seniors stop laughing as they grow older. Joy gives way to routine. Humor is replaced with seriousness. Over time, the energy around them begins to feel heavy. But people are drawn to lightness, to playfulness, to joy. Fatima, age 75, was known as Dottie with the jokes. Every family gathering, she had something silly to say. Her grandchildren adored her, not just for her wisdom, but for her laughter. She wasn't in perfect health, but her spirit was contagious. How to stop it? Find your joy again. Watch comedies. Share funny stories from your youth. Let yourself smile, even when the world feels heavy. Joy doesn't mean denying hardship, it means choosing to shine despite it. That glow is magnetic. 6. You're not creating purpose anymore, so people don't know how to include you. When you stop having a purpose, people stop seeing how you fit into their lives. You've retired, the kids are grown, and suddenly, you feel invisible. But the real issue is that you've stopped creating meaning for yourself. Purpose can be small: watering plants, calling a friend every Friday, teaching your grandchildren how to cook, offering wisdom to a neighbor. When you stand for something, people are drawn to your presence again. Ahmed, 80, started a small storytelling circle in his neighborhood park. Just once a week. Soon, children gathered, young parents came, volunteers joined. He wasn't just an old man anymore, he was a pillar. How to stop it? Ask yourself, what do I still have to give? The answer is always there, buried beneath routine and silence. Reignite your purpose, even in small ways. Purpose creates gravity, and gravity pulls people toward you. 7. You've stopped expressing gratitude, and it makes people feel unseen. One of the quietest, most painful shifts that happens after 70 is the slow disappearance of gratitude. Not because you don't feel it, but because life has been long, hard, and full of sacrifices. Sometimes you feel like you've earned the love, the visits, the attention. And maybe you have, but here's the hard truth: people still need to feel appreciated. Even your children, even your grandchildren. They don't need you to praise them with dramatic words, but they do need to feel seen, acknowledged, and valued. Take the example of Mr. Adil, 79 years old. His daughter, Fatima, visited him every week, brought his medicines, helped him clean, cooked him meals, and every time, he greeted her with silence or a complaint. "Why didn't you come yesterday? This food isn't warm. You're always rushing." After months, she stopped showing up, not because she didn't love him, but because it hurt to feel invisible. How to stop it? Start saying thank you, even for the little things. Thank you for remembering me. Thank you for making time. Thank you for loving me in your own way. Gratitude is a light. It softens your presence and draws people in. And in your old age, the more grateful you become, the more surrounded by love you'll be. Write it in a note. Say it aloud. Leave a message after a phone call. Let them feel like their efforts matter, because the truth is people don't leave those who make them feel loved and appreciated. If people are leaving you after 70, it doesn't mean you're unlovable. It doesn't mean you failed. It simply means life has changed, and it's time for you to change with it. Aging isn't about fading away. It's about becoming wiser, warmer, and even more connected. Remember this: speak love without guilt. Offer curiosity instead of complaints. Laugh freely. Stay current, even if just a little. And most importantly, don't disappear from your own life. People come back to those who make them feel light, heard, and loved. So don't wait by the phone. Pick it up and call. Don't wait for a visit. Send an invitation. You're still the heart of your family. You just need to beat again, out loud.